I've got to tell you this. God needs you to get ready for your spouse. How can you expect a spouse? How can you expect a relationship with a husband, with a wife, when your relationship with God Almighty is not where it should be? Why would you expect God to send you one of his daughters, one of his sons, when your relationship with him isn't good right now? You may have addictions. You may have things of this world you've got to let go. But with Jesus on your side, anything is possible. When you fully surrender to Jesus, he can take away those addictions. He can take away that porn addiction, that alcohol addiction, that drug addiction, the things of this world, anything you're addicted to, anything in your life that would utterly destroy your relationship with your husband, with your wife, if God were to bring them into your life right now. Jesus can take those things away. So how can you expect a relationship, a marriage right now, when your relationship with God isn't where it should be? And God will bring that person into your life. He will bring him or her into your life when the time is right. But as it stands right now, the time ain't right. Love and marriage is a big deal. In 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 7, it says, "Love suffers long and is kind, does not envy, love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things." According to these verses, you may have something you need to get a grip on. Some things may be a wake-up call to you. You can't bring these worldly things into a relationship. And then also in Matthew chapter 22, verses 36 and 37. "Teacher, what is the great commandment in the law?" Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment." And then in verse 39 it says, "And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself." You've got to love God first. You've got to love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind before you're going to be able to love your neighbor, before you're going to be able to love your spouse. Is God number one in your life? Is your relationship where it should be? You must love him first before anybody else. Only when you love him first will you be able to love your wife, your husband, the way you should. And whenever you love him first, he's going to send you someone to love. Only when you love him first. Because he knows you love him first, so you're going to take care of his daughter, his son. Prepare for your spouse. God is waiting on you. Time doesn't affect him. He's outside of time. He's waiting on you. He's waiting for you to get ready for the person he has for you. For the awesome, legendary, God-fearing man, woman he has prepared for you. Someone that's more than you've ever prayed for. God will guide you two together when his time is right, his precious and due time. It's your job to seek Christ. It's your job to seek Christ. He isn't going to make you seek it. You've got to wake up every day and choose to marry Jesus before you marry anybody else. Lock in your future spouse. You've got to lock in your future spouse, your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, your future lineage, your future family is counting on you right now. You've got to become the God-fearing man, the God-fearing woman you need to be, that God knows you can be. Let go of this world. Cling to what is good. Cling to Jesus Christ. God can supply you with the best husband ever, with the best wife ever. You just got to get ready. You've got to get ready. God bless.